Killed by a snake, died, blew up, swallowed.
All right, hello and welcome to Odyssey of Eternity. I'm DM Kenneth, and this is Tomb of Annihilation. We were off last week due to vacations for several of our players, and we've taken a much needed rest. However, everyone now is back, and we have one guest set to arrive still. Ah, But welcome one and all who are watching this. If you're at home, welcome now to the Kenku Club. You've been conscripted. If you want to see the origins of it, check out our videos on our YouTube channel as well. But let's get right into tonight's game. So, before we get too far, music tonight brought to you by Sirenscape. Soundtrack of all the gamers. All right, so Johan, let's get with
Yo.
Johan's recap.
All right, Dan. So we it was a pretty eventful thing. We came under a bit of attack from some Yontays and killed a bunch of them. Whatever, got a bunch of them. Well, we realized partway through that some of the Yonti had nabbed Kalen and taken them back to their holy city. So we decided to fuck that and went to the Grung, and we were trying to conscript them to fight alongside us to take down the Yonti bitches. But there was currently a wedding going on, so we were not allowed inside. While we were waiting there, I decided to throw a little line in the water because, wedding gift, fish, works out. Um, so I decided to mid fight, uh, mid trying to catch a fish. Turns out there's a dragon turtle underneath Omu. So yeah, we come up with that. We tried. He wanted to fight us. We bribed him with some magic shit, whatever. I don't really care. With some gold and everything like that. Anyways, apparently there was a miscommunication between the dragon turtle and us because we thought he was gonna run basically right into the Omu city, the camp, and help us fully take it out. In reality, he just knocked down a wall on their outside and then went back to hiding. So we kept that in mind, and we're gonna after we finish this death curse thing, we're gonna go back and pay him a little visit.
All right.
But we ended it with us just kind of looking at the hole in the wall, going, "All right, what are we gonna do now?" We thought our vanguard was gonna be a fucking dragon turtle, and turns out it wasn't. That's it. False god can go.
All right. So, very good recap here. Just for
Kalen was taken by the Yuan-Ti.
yes, he was taken as they tried keeping up with him. The patrol managed to get away. I'm going to, for player knowledge, not character knowledge, I'm going to share the map. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Just general layouts. But remember, this is... Copy image link. This is
We
going...
did try everything to get him back. We really did, but they're just Yuan-Ti know this area just a tad bit better than us.
It's going to be in... So you guys are currently heading down this long tunnel. Very slowly. I don't know how quietly you're going. But the footing is treacherous. There is mud, slick, visceral, you don't even know what. And evidence of wagons that have been sloughing through the muck to get down to this main area.
Are we coming down from the...
You're coming up from the very top left, that large, with what looks like the large gate.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And then I think when we had originally left off, I think Lady Sebastian said that she was going to lead the way.
Yes.
Correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think so.
So we're in the top
She-
left.
Yes, the
She
very
certainly
top
did.
left.
Okay.
So a wide passage slopes down to a set of bronze doors. Coiled serpents decorate the metal with a sliding hatch at head height. 4-inch-wide holes pierce the base of each door. You also see several Yanti. You see one of the large Malazons with the snake-like heads. And you also see 4 brood guards sort of milling about, weapons at the ready.
Saveshna steadies herself, stands up straight and tall, turns to Dantalus. Get the chattel ready, in line, and make sure they don't talk.
Says that to herself, or says that to who?
Dantalus.
Dantalus.
She's
Okay.
talking to Dantalus.
I was just gonna turn around and mime to be quiet, but in a stage whisper, and just be like, "Hey, everybody, the lady wants us all to be very hush hush, but be ready for anything that might rear its ugly head in a angry way and not be cut off."
Gooder,
Hmm.
up by me, please.
I'll go right up behind her.
And
our new guest is logging on here in just a moment.
Okay.
she turns to Gooder. Please just be quiet, follow my lead, and don't attack until I do.
Okay. Wait for you.
All right.
And she'll reach her hand out, kind of pet Gooder on the head, little pats, and continue down the hallway.
Gooder's gonna follow like a shadow, kind of close for a bodyguard.
Okay. As you approach, the Malazon holds up a hand. Halt! Who goes there?
I am Lady Saveshna. Waterdeep. Who are you?
Of Waterdeep.
My mother is a Grand Priestess. Do not question me.
I see. I am Nath. Are you dignitary from Waterdeep?
I am a dignitary. This is my chattel. My carrying my things. This, she waves down towards Gooder, is my bodyguard.
You brought slaves and sacrifices for the ceremony.
Of course, what do you think I would do? She's speaking in Draconian, which is the native language
Yeah.
of her people.
He also looks to Johan, I think, who is the only other human. The only human in the group, right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh wow, yeah.
He narrows his eyes. Is he to be prepared for ceremony? For conversion?
Yes.
Shit.
Do you speak Draconic there?
Nope.
Okay, so you no idea.
No idea. I'm sitting there, shit-eating grin on my face, holding something of Sebastian.
I look to the mouse on and I say, he is to be my second bodyguard.
I see. Well, I shall let you in. But first, I need a snack. I'm a bit peckish.
Do you wish?
Do you have meat?
Of course. Johan? Meat.
Oh, okay. Come up and grab some chunk of dinosaur or some shit that we put. Not dinosaur, sorry, giant lizard, and give it to her and go. Your high ass. Here you go.
I don't want to touch it. Give it to him.
Oh, the high ass has instructed you to give to you.
He looks to Saveshna. You dare let your subordinates talk to you in such a way? In Draconic. And he takes the food and just starts, like, unnaturally, he just puts his head back, jaw, like, detaches, as he just slides the entire, like, flank of steak right down its gullet. And it looks back to Saveshna. You dare let them speak to you? Like you're the common chattel?
You know what is about to come of him. Let him play.
Fair. All right, I shall open the gates for you. As he looks to the brood guards. You open the gates! As they look sort of non-committally at him, and they start pulling on chains to slide the large bronze doors open.
Sebastian will take a very respectful bow and then slap Johan for not doing the same.
Sorry, your high ass. He bows in like the most awkward way possible. Sorry.
Gooder doesn't quite understand, and he gets on all fours real quick and then stands back up.
You may take your chattel to the prisoner pits for safekeeping. They are not allowed free access here. Follow.
My bodyguards will be staying with me, of course, yes?
You are permitted one bodyguard.
Of course. Come along.
He points to one of the brood guards. Take them to the prisoner pits. That way they can enjoy the amenities. And the brood guard sort of nods with a hiss as looking at the map, if you guys see that small side passage to the immediate right past the main doors. That's like the 5-foot wide hallway. The brood guard.
Yeah.
I will keep. I'll keep Dantalus with me, and I will tell Goodard. Stay with the others. Protect them. Wait for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I just kind of wink at Astrum. not like sexual wink, just like knowing wink, like.
No, I get you. Like,
Be ready.
Yep.
And following
He returns
Savannah,
with a grim nod.
I'll stay like 3 feet back, kind of like how somebody that's in a lesser position would follow behind somebody else, and I'll stay kind of like back and to her right.
All right. They're like, first though, your gear of your slaves will be taken. They are not allowed possessions here.
It will be put in a place of my knowledge, and I will have the key. It is my property, not theirs, not yours.
It will be in the armory. And he points down the hallway, the large main hallway that you see from the door to that room. It's the side chamber on the very far left. That looks like it has like the boxes and stuff like that in it.
Okay. Come along.
So they take you there first. You pass through a room with 4 pillars carved with serpent reliefs support a 20-foot high ceiling of this large room. in the middle of which is an 18-foot-high statue of a coiled cobra facing north. Torches with green flames flicker on the walls, and the air reeks of dung. 2 wagons are parked in one corner, and a triceratops is confined to a metal pen in another. To the west are a pair of dark alcoves, and to the south, a wide pillared hall. You see purebloods and brood guards stationed here. You also see 2 basilisks chained to the walls in the back corner. And you see them averting their gaze as you guys come through.
Basilisks?
Basilisks, yes. They're 6-legged lizards that eyesight it turns to stone.
When you say back corner, you mean as in kind of like where?
So the basilisks are in the 2 alcoves on the left. Those little
Oh, they're in the alcoves.
yes,
Gotcha.
the little bubbles on the sides of this place.
Okay, thank you.
And they're chained there.
Quick question, Dantalus, what do you use as your spellcasting focus?
His book, probably.
Your book? Okay.
Fabulous book.
What have I seen you use to cast spells?
Usually the only thing that would be in my hand is my book. I don't think I've actually... Yeah, that's the only thing that I've been using. I haven't actually bought...
That fly is driving me. I keep looking for that fly every time I hear it on the stream.
I think
No,
I could turn it off.
No, you're totally fine. It fits the
that's
place.
not a fly.
Okay, I'll leave
are
it
you
up.
sure
I'll leave
it's
it up.
not his howl that you're hearing?
No, there's a fly in the Sirenscape that keeps
Yeah, it's the Sirenscape.
and my headphones are a complete surround sound, so I keep hearing it buzz around my head. So if you keep seeing me
He goes from right to left and left to right. It's kind of funny.
I completely lost what I was saying. Spells casting focus. Booked for right now. I don't have anything else at the moment.
Okay.
And that's
as
usually
we
tucked away.
as we approach the armory, we are going to store my property here. Dantalus, give me my book.
Roll an insight
my
to
book.
see if you know what he's talking about.
Yep.
That will be... I rolled a 14 for a 13.
I'd say you generally understand what he's saying there. It wasn't a hard deception that he was trying to impart to you.
So he's referring to my spell book, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I will go place my spell. Sorry, my dog is howling with this ball that he just absolutely.
We can't hear him at all.
Oh, I can, and it's been 2 days nonstop of him squeaking, and then he howls at it in his mouth. And it's in there, and he's just howling at it, and it's hilarious.
Nice.
Anyways, so I will place the book inside. I'm assuming that's what you would like me to do.
I'm taking the book from you.
Oh,
It is my book, and yes,
yours.
this is what I was looking for. I put it in a pouch.
So you guys...
Everyone else, line up. We are going to put my property in the armory.
Okay.
You there, Johan. You were last.
Yep.
So you guys pass through a hall with the walls of this pillared hall bears reliefs of giant serpents, and it's Yanti worshippers doing terrible, terrible things. The reliefs show the following tableaus. A giant serpent coils in the underworld, devouring the dreams of sleeping creatures. Yanti terrorize Chultans, feeding their nightmares to the great serpent. A Yanti Malazan, wielding a flaming sword and wearing a gold crown set with a black opal, leads the snake people to a great door to the underworld. You guys seeing this image are all compelled to attack this man. Like, you feel the compulsion towards the image, even though you know it's, you don't have to act upon this compulsion, but you feel that anger towards that image of the Gaius that was placed upon you. And you also see the last one. The door to the underworld opens, releasing the serpent. It devours the sun and plunges the world into terror and darkness.
Does any of the relief mean anything to me specifically?
You would know that as a Yanti that the image of the serpent is Dendar the Night Serpent.
Dindar. Okay.
However,
Brought up earlier.
yes. Passing through that, though, you guys are taken to the armory, which is a side door of this chamber. You guys are there as all of your gear, your armor, your weapons is stripped from you, and all you are given is simple rags to wear.
I am going to specifically ask for my key. I need my key for my equipment. I do not trust any of this other chattel to
They
protect it for me.
they hand you a stone that has an arcane sigil enchanted on it. And they say, "This will give you your artifacts. Take any else, and we will know."
I only want what is mine. Johann, come here. My shoes are untied.
Yes, you, you took my headband, so I have to think how to tie a shoe for a minute.
And that's perfect because I'm going to berate you as you do it incorrectly, but put your hands around the rock, and I am going to try and pass the key off to Johann.
Go. I'm gonna slide a hand, pocket it.
Yeah,
So you're gonna pass the rock. I just want to make sure.
this will be a sleight of hand from you as well, Saveshna.
Pass the rock.
Okay.
I think that's
Oh, yeah.
appropriate.
I of course would have said a little blessing to myself to get a little guide, because
Just so you know-
to do this.
Just so you know, guidance is not quiet.
Right. You know what? I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
Ah, sleight of hand, huh?
Yep.
Okay, natural 20 for me for 25.
All right.
Nice.
It
Hey, I
disappeared.
happen to get a 25 as well. 11 plus 2 plus 12.
11 plus 2 plus 12. Yeah, so you're able to stash the rock. Where you hide it, don't need to know.
Keister.
Between my butt cheeks.
But you are able to
Prison style.
you are able to stealth away the rock. The rest of you guys are, all of your gear is removed from you except for rags.
Oh, did they take my belt then too?
They did.
Oh no!
You're technically still attuned to it, so I don't think that actually breaks your attunement.
Once you leave a certain distance, it will.
Oh. Wait, do I lose my fancy robes?
You do?
Yeah,
This is not
Rude.
Fabulous. This is so not fabulous.
this is so not fabulous. Oh, and they
Johann
took my.
had-
Did they took my knuckle dusters? Did they see those?
They did,
They're out
yes.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you see, Johann only had like a fishing pole and a set of armor to his name, so this really doesn't quite affect him.
And you left the fishing pole with the grung.
Yeah.
Did use the fishing pole with the grung. So,
Yeah,
So-
this affects me pretty big. So Astrum's really not happy about this.
So,
It doesn't really affect Kismet that much, but he is still not happy with being put in rags.
but after a moment, you guys are then escorted back up the chambers and down that small side passage. You pass a door to the north, leading to that first room there, as it has some sort of symbol in Draconic. Those of you who can read see that it is labeled as like a religious room.
Can I see what that says?
It's more demarcated just as a temple, like a shrine room. It doesn't
I would
have.
like a moment. I would like a moment to pray.
The brood guard shakes his head. This is High Priestess chamber.
My mother is a high priestess. If I walk past a chamber like this without saying at least a minute prayer, she would flay my skin.
It is
And you
not.
know this.
It is not a room to pray. Room to pray is up ahead. This is her quarters. It is marked precisely for her.
You should have said that first.
As he narrows his eyes but turns his back to you and continues walking. He leads past a large room. A blood-stained altar stands in the middle of this room. It has shackles bolted to its top and niches carved into its side. Housed in each niche is a human skull. Grooves run down the altar to gutters on the floor, allowing spilled blood to drain into the walls. Clay urns overflow with wet bones and gore. You know that this would be a sacrificial prayer altar here.
Finally.
And
Are all my chattels still with me, or is it just
they are.
Tantalus?
All your chattel is still with you because you're heading to the slave pits to drop them off.
We will stop here for a prayer.
He looks at you. Who are you sacrificing to make your prayer?
I will sacrifice you if you raise your tone again with me.
Nice.
Okay, you are lucky that you are literally one rung above the brood guards in the the pecking order here. Or if it was any other type of Yanti, the insolence would not have been sustained.
Right.
But he looks away for a brief minute and lets you.
I bring Tantalus, Johann, and Astrum up to the altar, and I make them kneel for me. That's part of my prayer.
Astrum looks physically ill being in this room, and having to kneel makes him just like, you can tell it's taking every ounce of restraint not to buck this situation.
I really don't even care about the kneeling. I'm more incensed about these damn rags that we have to wear.
You can tell that Johann looks very, very upset as to being forced to pray to another god. It is taking every single thing in Johann's ability to not just fucking kill everything in this goddamn place. He's not speaking. He's nailing, but he's not speaking.
I want to.
He's just seething.
He's shaking with anger.
I want to look at Johann and just. It would be nice if we could all pray together, if you know what I mean.
Roll me an insight, Johann.
Wow. That's a lot.
So, what are you trying to impart to him with that?
37.
He's
Wow.
He has psychic abilities. I want him to try and link our mind, or however many minds he can link. I don't know what his abilities are.
Shit, that thing. Okay, yeah, sure. The one of us that walked up to the room, all of us that walked up to the altar. I'm gonna look at all of us and link our minds for 6 hours.
Have fun with that.
And I am going to say to the three of them, this is very dangerous. They will kill me if they ever get a scent that I am not part of their clan. Tantalus,
Fine.
I'm keeping you close to me with your book because our tricks can get us back to our friends. Astrum, I trust you more than anybody here because, well, you're you. Stay close to others and make sure Gooder does what Gooder does best. Johann, you have the key to get back to the gear. When ship breaks out, get everyone there. Tantalus and I will come and find you. We'll stay together best we can, slaughter any of this chattel you have to, but we keep the ruse as long as we can. Does everyone agree? Does anyone have any better ideas?
Agreed.
Kill all the heretics.
I mean,
Let
sounds
Gooder
pretty
loose.
fabulous to me. I mean, whenever we let Gooder off the chain, now is he going to be eating people? I mean, is this what we're saying about what he does best? Because
I mean, they would eat any of us in a heartbeat. So,
Tell
yeah.
them you're a traitor so we can get out of here with our friends.
Cheers. Tea time.
So the brood guard sort of hisses at you guys to get your attention once more. Let's put the
I
prisoners
am
in
not
their home.
done praying, you fucking heretic.
He just
Do
crosses
not
his
make me-
arms and looks cross at you, but he can't
Do
do
not make
anything
me
in his
tell my mother
hierarchy.
about you.
You see him like thinking very visibly you're a Karen thoughts, but not expressing it.
Your high ass. Your high ass. I think it would be best if we were to go to the slave chambers right now. For you, would probably it might be a good idea if yous were to meet with the high council of this fine establishment.
Leave. For once, you're right, Johann. Chattel. Tantalus attend me, and I am going to mentally convey to Tantalus. Who the fuck are you guys supposed to not see?
Gooder's
Flame-
just
Oh yeah, because Sylvester, you're the only one that hasn't been gayest, right? By this.
Exactly. But they have told me about it. They told me about it.
Giant snake dude with the flaming sword. He's wrapped in bandages, right? Yeah.
I believe his name is Rasnasi.
Yeah, that guy.
I am going to make sure that Tantalus stays out of. Like, I will go into a room, and if I don't see the image of the person that Tantalus gave me, I will tell Tantalus to stay out of the fucking room, to wait in the hallway.
Okay. Because that would have been
Uh,
a real quick way to lose a character.
Gooder's wasn't told to kneel down, so he's caught wind of the mad dogging that somebody's given Shavesha, so he's mad dogging that guard, whatever broodmaster. He's just sitting there. He caught wind, so he's just looking at him. So he's the bodyguard. He's Sylvester's bodyguard. You don't like the way he's looking at him. You don't gotta look at her like that. So I'm just
Right?
mad dogging him.
All right. So the rest of you guys are brought. Everyone but I believe Danilist is brought into the prison pits that are sealed by an iron portcullis. You see this. You smell the stench of sweat fills the humid air here. You guys are very quickly chained to the walls of this dank, partially flooded pits. Other prisoners whimper nearby, lit by the faint torchlight from a hole up above as you guys are lowered into the pits. Most of this, you guys are from your waist down in filth. Just absolute refuse, swamp water, whatever you don't want to think about it. But going
How
in,
far down are?
I'll be
how
right
far
back.
down are the pit?
you guys were lowered. Let's see here. 10 feet down. Each pit is 10 feet down and 10 feet in diameter. So multiple people can share a pit. And as you guys walk in, you hear muffled sobs and moans rise from 4 pits with circular iron grates covering them. A chain hooked to each grate stretches over a pulley bolted to the ceiling and coils around an iron winch set into a nearby wall. Iron manacles dangling from hooks on the south wall. To the north, a faintly glowing stone disc covers the floor of an otherwise empty alcove, and carved into the top of a disc is a serpentine symbol. All of you guys are lowered down into there. About 2 per pit. You do end up you see, hey, welcome, Hail the Bales. Would you like to describe your character? However, your character does not have any of your starting gear at the moment. You simply have, you're wearing rags at the moment. You are currently a prisoner.
That is unfortunate. Okay.
Your gear is in a place that the party knows of, though, so it is not lost forever.
So,
also, welcome to the table.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome.
you. I'm very excited to be here. So you see, I guess I'm also chained as well, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, so you see chained up on this wall like this really tall, muscular woman with long brown hair, and she's watching you all come down with like a bit of confusion, and but also like you just sense this weird calmness from her. Like she's not whimpering like the other prisoners. She just seems to be watchful and has a bit of sense of waiting. So she just sees you come down and is just watching you all come down. So, yeah, short and sweet.
All right. So what is your character's name, by the way?
My character's name is Honoria. I'll have to change it on here soon.
Yes.
I just couldn't manage it at the moment.
Nope, you're totally fine.
Okay, but I'll get it at some point. But her name is Honoria. Right wing. Do I have to explain anything else about my character that you need? This is my first game, like as in like session campaign thing. So
you're totally fine.
But
So I'm going to have the rest of the group. You're currently in a pit with Gooder and Astrum in it. Also with a 10-year-old boy that you know as Tavo, who wears a flower garland and is constantly praying to the god Tamora.
I just changed my mic. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. So, Gooder, first off, why don't you explain what your character looks like to our new player?
Okay.
As you were in the same pit as her.
I did see a photo of
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like.
So before you stands a huge creature, pushing 9 feet, shark unit, sharktopus. He is obviously covered in rags right now, probably just in a loincloth or whatever, but he's huge, bulky, not fat, and he's got giant rings, fleshy rings around his shoulders. You don't know quite what they are yet, but I'm sure you'll figure it out later on. 2 giant tentacles. But he's very blank in the face right now, still in the mode of following Shaveshna's lead and playing even dumber than he normally is, which you'll see very soon. Not that bright to begin with.
All right. By the way, you guys are all manacled at your wrist and ankles as well.
For now.
So that are in the pits. Astrum, you're the other person that's in this pit with her.
All right. Astrum is a tall, about 6 foot tiefling who he has very very whitish kind of pale skin, copper colored hair, full facial hair, and these radiant gold eyes that sit right underneath the horns that adorn his head. Outside of that, there really aren't any distinct markings other than just the basic rags that he's wearing. He's looking at his manacles already, contemplating what it's going to take to tear those off.
Okay. Johann, Kismet, you guys are lowered into a different pit. You see the other people in this pit. You see a fire newt, sort of chained and simmering in the water, the fetid nastiness that is this pit, as it makes the smell that much worse in this pit, as the water is boiling around him and that filth is just stinking as it burns. You also see a Batiri goblin, barely keeping his head above the filth, as he is a bit shorter in height. He is like holding on to some chains above him, and he seems to be very out of it from exhaustion and malnourished. You also see a familiar face. You see Kaylin. Head low, hair limp and ragged from sweat and blood.
Is Kaylin awake?
He is currently not awake.
Gooder rushes over to Kaylin.
You're not in
Unless
this
I'm seeing-
pit. You're in a different pit.
Oh. Ah, darn it.
Also, Gooder's pit is probably a little cramped.
It is.
With Gooder and Honoria, yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of muscle in there.
I was gonna say, we're all quite tall, aren't we?
And Astrum in the room too, because you guys are all.
Yeah, Astrum's over
There's
6
a party.
We got all the buff people in the same room.
Come on, Gooder, I wanted to be the tallest one here. Let's go.
Oh, right. Hey, it's a circle of death. Let's throw down.
All right. So you see Kaylin. He's tied up. His hands are shackled up above. His arms are stretched as you see scars going all down his arms and back. And he seems definitely out of it.
Hey, Foxy Fuck, can you take care of that? You know magic
Not from
shit,
here.
right?
Not from here.
Isn't he in the same pit as us though?
Yeah, Johann and Kismet are in the same pit.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
can't we-
I cannot reach Aelin.
Oh.
Because
Figured
I
if
am
one of your your paws, you might be able to flick him or some shit.
I would assume not. Can.
Yeah, you cannot reach. Yeah.
Well, shit. Well, do I see any guards near me?
There are no guards near you as you guys are lowered into the pits and these metal portcullises are dropped on top, securely fastening you guys down below. Then you hear what seems to be like bolts being like screwed down over top of the pits.
Bolt?
Like bolts. Like to secure the portcullis down so you just guys can't lift it up. And they
I
double
can get out of
down.
here.
They do double down on the one with all the muscular individuals.
I
Damn
can
it.
get out of here pretty easily, to be fully honest. But like, the issue is getting all of y'all out of here. Also, Stick Up Ass gave me a rock. I don't know exactly what it does, but she gave me a rock.
Well, it was
Something to do with the
given to
room that we
her-
put our shit in.
I was gonna say it was given to her in barracks from what I assume the armory from the looks of it. So I would assume
sure.
it has something to do with all of our stuff.
So
Sure.
right now the manacles on you guys impose disadvantage on all ability checks made to climb or swim. They reduce your walking speed by half and impose disadvantage on ability checks made to jump.
Dang.
All right, I'm just
In order-
gonna
Wait.
start this off. I try to break the manacles off my wrists.
Okay. Do you wait for the Broodguard, Saveshna, and Dantalus to leave?
Yeah, I wait till it quiets down.
Okay. So roll me a
Yeah.
roll me a strength check here.
Okay. So just plain strength.
This will be, I believe, I'm trying to find the manacles right now to see what they're.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a strength check
Okay.
to try to break these.
So that would be a 18.
So you push your muscles out. You try to pull your best. As you're not getting these to budge. You feel it grown for a minute, but you feel like you'll end up pulling something if you go any further. That fly's been getting me too. Don't worry about it. I've been doing it all game.
I've been having for some weird reason, it's getting cold where I'm at, and so for some weird reason, I've got a mosquito that's just been hanging around in my room as well. So I was like 100% thinking.
He's been getting me with it all night. Don't worry about it.
It's very fun. I enjoy it. You're welcome.
This is one time that I'm glad that I can't listen to the stream at the same time.
Well, do you have to have it on the big screen to be able to hear the sounds? Because I think I was hearing it when I had everyone in a grid form. I had just gotten a message that
You
if
can
I
still
watched
hear
the
it. I
stream.
personally have it muted.
Yeah, I don't listen to it because it actually it lags my computer and Discord. So
Yeah, I'm thinking the same situation. I have a not great internet where I am, so it's a good time. Okay.
All right, so
I look over at Gooder. Hey, can you get out of these?
Gooder's gonna try first without raging to see if he can do it with his own brute strength.
All right.
But I can't seem to get my character sheet to not reflect the effects of a giant belt of giant strength. So we're gonna just roll a straight d20 and add 3.
It should be your. Oh yeah, because you only
At
have a plus.
disadvantage?
This is not at disadvantage.
All right. 14 plus 3, 17.
17. You tried, but you can't pull it apart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gooder shrugs, and then he rages.
Gooder, you should add your proficiency to that too, because or is it it's just a straight strength check, Ken?
Strength check, yes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay, I
strength
thought
check.
you said athletics.
Nope, strength check.
But now
So you
we're gonna-
rage and you try it again. Good. The lights of Gooder, who is the beater of better,
the better killer.
cannot be defeated by manacles. So you try again. You
Definitely not 18.
still cannot.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, 14. My bad.
You still can't.
And drop my rage immediately. But Honora, when you saw Gooder rage for that brief, like 6-second
how does that
interval,
work?
I got huge. I got into a large condition. My size grew. Like I took up twice the space that I do now for
Now, would that-
like 6 seconds.
Would that
Would
break the
work with
manacles?
No, for that you can. The way it works is he only expands if he has the ability to do so in the environment. The way the enlarge feature works in whole. So you've seen his muscles swelling, and he did get bigger, but as soon as the manacles fully caught him, that's where his size stopped.
Okay.
So his head got bigger, but nothing else.
I just kind of, how close am I to these people? Like, have I, how close in distance?
So the pit's 10 feet in diameter, and you guys are all like in a corner of the pit.
Is there any light down here at all?
A very dim, fetid light. And you hear the one small child, the 10-year-old, absolutely terrified of the shark man and the devil man that got thrown in here. He is crying and fervently praying to his god at this point in Chalton.
Gooder looks over to Astrum and goes, "No, can't break."
So Noria, you were saying something?
Oh,
Sorry.
I just wanted to like I comfort the child as best as I can. We're all tied up, but I comfort them and I'm like, we will get out as soon as possible. And I give kind of Gooder an appraising look, and I go, "Does all your kind do that?"
I look at Gooder looks at her. My kind?
Yes. You are a species. Yes.
Gooder looks at Ostrom. What's a species?
Gooder, my friend Gooder is unique.
Ah. Okay. And I just
Am I a species? Gooder looks at Ostrom and then looks back at the door. What did you call me?
Nothing inappropriate. Astrum quickly joins in. Everything is all right.
Are you his keeper?
No, we're simply we depend on each other in the wilds here.
Gooder looks at her and goes, "We're together."
Oh.
Actually, Astrum thought it, but he didn't say it because of that reaction right there.
She kind of looks at both. He goes, interesting.
I'm assuming that Kismet can hear all this.
Yeah, you guys can all hear each other between the different pits that are in this room.
Kismet's just gonna call out. He means like a family.
Are we bound to the wall?
You guys are. You guys are. You have chains up above your head that are keeping your arms up.
Okay. Well, this is not ideal.
You know what?
Yes.
Out of frustration, Gooder's gonna try again real quick.
Okay. Yes, Kismet.
Kismet is going to snap his fingers and summon Watcher above the pits.
Okay.
And using an action, I'm going to look through Watcher's eyes.
Okay.
I'm going to look around the room to see if there's any guards.
Does not seem to be any guards at the moment.
And I'm going to look in each pit to find any other slaves.
You see a assortment of slaves. You see in one there's a tabaxi minstrel. You see a Tumari human. God, it's just that fly in the thing. Okay. You see another you see another Turami human as well in a different one. You see a Chultan and another Chultan. And then you do see your allies in the other pit.
Okay.
And as
for you, Honoria, all of a sudden at the top on the cage, you will see a small orange-colored, think of like a fennec fox, just looking down with, I believe we said he had like green eyes.
Are they the ones with the small faces and the really big ears?
Yes. It is my favorite type of fox, and if
They're
you
the
know
coolest.
anything of Pokemon, think of Eevee, because Eevee
Okay.
is based off of the
I know
fennec
nothing
fox.
about Pokemon, but that's a good
Fair
image.
enough. Fair enough.
So, as you guys are sitting there, Saveshna and Dantilus, you guys have been ushered off into a different location. The door burst open into...
I would like to point out, as we're walking, while they're doing all this, in my mind, all I'm doing is complaining, like, just visibly, just immensely upset about these rags that I'm wearing, not knowing that they're all chained up, arms up over their head. I'm just like, just these rags.
And you're still connected mentally, I think, right?
Savesha is saying, "Shut the fuck up," and she is telling Astrum the layout of where they're walking.
Okay.
Yes, we are all connected telepathically still. Apologies, I had a phone call. But yeah, we are all connected still telepathically.
So
Um,
as you guys are
Real quick, Lord God.
yes.
As this, I guess the scene is ending in the pit. As soon as Gooder fails the second time, and he doesn't have his book anymore, he's just gonna kind of fall silent and, like, I guess do some sort. I have to do some sort of ritual for an hour
To
to
get it
get my
back.
book back.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna do something cool, like wrap my hands in my tentacles so nobody can see what's happening inside. As I,
Rock back and forth.
yeah, bring back my book.
All right. As you do that, the door slams open up top of the pit as you see a group of brood guards and a tall snake-like individual.
As soon as the door slams open into the pits, Kismet immediately snaps and Watcher just disappears in a puff of.
Give me a stealth check. Because there's no way that you knew the door was going to slam, so let's see if you disappear him fast enough before they noticed.
I mean, it's fine if they see the puff. I don't really care if they see the puff. Oh, that's a natural.
the magic dragon.
So, all right, so it disappears as a as a woman with this body of a snake comes in, and yellow yellow wrappings around her waist and arms, and one small one around her chest with gold jewelry all about her, slithers in, accompanied by a group of brood guards. I'm going to share what she looks like into the group chat.
The first thing I look for is she wearing my circlet?
She is. She calls out to you guys. It is time for your labors. It is time for you to do your duties here. While you are here, you will earn your keep. And she looks to you guys all sort of appraisingly, and I need everyone that's in the pits to roll me a D100, please.
Got a 30.
All right.
Hondo, you don't roll those very often.
52.
Wow, Nora, good roll.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Oh
my.
18.
All right.
I
So
got the answer to life.
we'll start ladies first.
No.
Honoria, what is your roll?
98.
98. All right.
Holy shit.
She looks to you. You! We have a dead prisoner that needs to be disposed of. You will feed it to the Hydra.
I just stare at her coldly and I just wait for it to start.
She looks then to Astrum. What did you roll?
52.
52. You shall assist Zopal in the poison distillery. You look like you are a hailer and not easily poisoned. Gooder, what did you roll?
42, the answer to everything.
She also points to you. You help the tiefling with the poison. Johan, what did you roll?
Rolled 19.
You will shovel the dinosaur shit. It's starting to smell up there. And Kismet.
Figures.
I got a 30.
30.
I let by the way, I let Lady Saveshna know that they are separating us.
As you will help Azimas rearrange the storeroom. It's getting boring there. He needs to do some more. As you guys, the child, just absolutely terrified, shaking. She points to him. You will go to the Hydra because I like to see you scream. As you guys are then, you hear the gates open and the cranks start going. As you guys are lifted very forcibly by your shoulders and manacles back up, as you are led to the different areas that you need to be going. All right, fanning to Lady Saveshna and Dantalus. Splitting the party. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm so glad I took all those tea times
Forcefully.
with you. I feel
My
so
God, it is so humid down here. I am just. This is annoying.
So,
Figures Astrum and I get put together. Two big people. You go over there, do big people things.
Well, I find it funny because
Johann, shovel shit.
Astrum, can't you not even be poisoned?
I can be poisoned. I can't
These
get
are
disease.
You're immune to.
so
Yeah.
Dantalus and Saveshna, you are led back down that main area that you came to bring your gear away. But instead of going further south into the Hall of Columns, you guys turn to the east and head into that large central chamber. You approach that way and you see a large gong sort of right there above on the top of the stairs.
Before we go into the large central chamber, everyone stop. Tantalus, pin me. I am much too filthy to walk into this place alone. Clean me. And she will start to prestidigitation herself.
Okay.
And as she is cleaning herself, she will take Tantalus's book and sort of hand it back to him.
How large is Dantalus's book, though? That's the question.
That's a good question.
probably like
Like a small journal,
yeah, like it's
something.
small.
Here,
She
I have a
will
prop.
deliberately take it out, set it down, and be like, "Clean me," and leaving it sitting down so Dantalus can pick it up.
Something this size.
Okay.
Like she's not handing it to him; she's just setting it. Like, this is a burden. I don't want to touch it anymore, and I need to be cleaned before I see my betters. And Dantalus, that's a burden for Dantalus to pick up.
All right. So you're
Very nice. Very nice.
You're able to explain it away and give it to him. As you guys look, you see an underground cathedral opens before you. At one end is a sculptured balcony perched atop 5 rearing stone serpents, which is the top part, which looks to be that blood fountain area. It says, blood dribbling from the serpent's jaws falls into a semicircular basin, and from there flows along a sloped trough into the wide stone bowl set into the south. South of the bowl is a mezzanine, prominently situated atop which is a cauldron of steaming broth that exudes fleshy odors. To the west, a huge gong carved with snake patterns stands atop a second balcony that you stand upon right now.
The second I would have seen this room, I would have told Dantalus, stay in the hallway, back up. Do not come in this room. I don't want him to see this room.
Okay.
I am aware of the Gaius, and I am afraid that whatever might set it off is in here.
Okay. So you look around and you don't see any large man with sword. This room is quite empty at this point.
I'm, of course, gonna find the most comfortable chair and relax myself.
Oh, there's no chair. This is just a large... It seems like you would know this as a blood ritual chamber where the conversions would take place.
Oh.
In very depraved rituals.
Can't wait till Johann comes here and just... I mean... So, Where should I stand?
We are just passing through here. We will be leading you to go meet with Ras Nasi himself in the throne room.
Well, hurry up. My chat'll have things to do. And I'm so very thirsty for the ceremony.
The ceremony will take place in 4 days' time. You are honored guest until that time.
Mm.
As he leads you down by the pit of blood in the center of the room, you guys head down to a large set of another bronze doors to the northeast of this room. You guys follow it through as the doors open in front of you, as you find yourself into a throne room. Are you still having Danielis stand by the gong?
No, I had Danielis go.
You had him what?
I gave Danielis his. I was trying to give Danielis his book back and have him kind of sneak away. Like he's not worthy of coming through the.
So they wouldn't let him just walk away from you. They would send someone with him to go to take him to the slave pits if you weren't gonna accompany him.
Yep, that's fine.
So Danielis, you are being now led back to the slave pits.
We're still mentally connected, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you are thrown into the pit with an unconscious Kaelin there, Danielis. You are chained and hung in this room. You're up above. Where your book is hidden? Don't know. Not asking. But you are hung up, and you see an unconscious Kaelin in this room. But you, Lady Saveshna, 4 pillars support a vaulted ceiling here. The steps ascend to an iron throne carved in the likeness of a hydra. Painted on the wall behind is a large blue triangle. To the south, an engraved stone disc is set into the floor of an alcove. A 10-foot wide opening in the east wall leads to a flooded cave. As you see the individual that was described to you, you see Ras Nasi. I will share his image in the chat. You see a bandaged, almost decrepit-looking snake-like man. Large, fat tail following up from his bandaged human upper torso. Head completely bandaged as well. You see standing next to him is a tall, muscular pureblood. Wears no armors, but he has scales coming up along his torso that seem to be glinting in the firelight here.
Ooh.
As he keeps very narrowed eyes scanning the rest. You also see there is 3 brood guards as you get the smell of death from behind the throne. You see the man leaning back. He's got a large great sword draped upon his lap. You come from Waterdeep, I am told. I am Ras Nasi, liege of this land.
Priestess, I am Saveshna Raja of Waterdeep. As I understand, you know my mother, High Priestess of Seth of Waterdeep. I was sent
Yes,
to.
I know of her.
I was sent to spend my time among our people. And here I am. You didn't make it easy. Your chattel were so fun to play with.
So he looks at you.
My mother didn't tell me how handsome you were.
And with that, he, like, laughs almost knowingly. Your nose is brown from how far you keep it deep in others' rectums. It doesn't. Flattery does not suit you, but it does suit your position. Your mother must have sent you here to learn the proper ways of Yanti, as she is misguided. You are a fosterling in this place.
She always said I had a thing or two to learn. I suppose you are her better.
He nods and smiles.
I want to mentally link to everyone else. Where the fuck are you right now?
And from this, we're panning over. Dantalus is unceremoniously being dropped into a pit of absolute filth next to Kaelin, who's unconscious. As you guys probably hear some very foul complaining coming from Dantalus's connection. Honoria and the child, you aren't linked, but the scene that you come across too. You are brought to an area. If you look at the map in the Discord, 21. You're brought all the way down into to the south to some natural caves. You take a boat laden with corpses of fetid, bloating corpses. And you're instructed to paddle it up till you find a rock jutting out of this underground lake, which is about the midway point of that. You see there's that side chamber that goes off. They tell you not to stop there lest you want to pick some mushrooms while you're out here. But they tell you and the child to go straight to that place.
I guess I would just pick up make sure the child is with me. I want to keep the child close to me so that I can protect them. And we'll row to the point that they directed us to.
Okay. So you are led through this underground lake that widens to form a flooded grotto. To the west, you see a pebble-strewn bank rise to a door recessed in the cavern wall. Near the middle of the lake, you see bones cling to a tide mark to a rocky pillar. You see something just shifting and moving underneath the waves. As you see a single bell on the island that you know is what you need to do to call it to be fed.
Okay. So I tell the child. What's the child's name again? I just keep saying the child, like.
Grogu. His name is Noth.
Tabo.
Or not Noth.
Noth?
Not Noth. Tabo, yes.
Tabo the child. I tell Tabo to stay where they are, and I'm lifting the bodies out, putting them onto the island. Like, normally I might try and see if there's a way I could, like, escape or something, but the child is with, Tabo's with me, and I desperately do not want them to come to any harm. So I am putting the bodies out on the island, and as soon as I'm done, I will make sure the boat is as close to me as possible, and I will ring the bell and hightail it out of.
All right. As you get to about when you get to the last body that is in the boat, you realize this one isn't dead. It's been hogtied.
If they're not dead, I will try to heal them. Oh wait, I don't have my. Can I still heal people if I don't have my holy symbol or anything?
So there's ways about it. Like you could sketch a holy symbol into like the dirt next to them or onto them with some sort of material.
Is there kind of rock or something that I can, or dirt?
There's rock,
just
bone,
really rocky, or is it? Okay, I guess I'll take some bone and maybe
lots
bring
of
them
blood
up.
and other.
Oh,
filth.
okay. Blood's good. I will take the blood, and it's kind of gross, but I'll take the blood and I will sketch out my symbol of Sola, the goddess, and sketch that out and try and see if she can reach me all the way down in this dark place to heal them.
Another heretic.
Sorry.
Well, you're a key string a key. Good job.
Hey, Torm welcomes all. Sort of. Except dwarves. Fuck them.
They're short. It's understandable.
Don't trust anyone with a bigger beard than them.
I'm just
I
trying to
say
see
that
what
while
I have
making
here.
a hero forge of a dwarf.
Nice.
Okay. So, I guess... Oh, no, that won't do it. I guess I have, like a cure wounds or something I could try and do just to bring them back up. So I'll do that at first level. I'm not expecting much. But...
Okay. So roll your die 8. Add your modifiers.
Cure wounds. That. So a 9.
So as you place you sort of sketch your holy symbol in blood on their chest, you put your hands down and you say your prayer as you send a little bit of healing their way. You have not yet resounded the bell, as you had not finished dumping the corpses yet. As the child sits on the boat, just looking terrified, the Hydra under the water comes up and slams into the side of the boat. The kid stumbles and he falls onto the shore.
Okay, how close is the boat?
The boat's about 10 feet out now. The Hydra knocked it back a little bit.
Is the person who I just healed awake now?
They're awake. They're still hogtied, but they are awake.
My first priority is the child. I'm gonna go and I will. Are they still in the boat?
The child fell onto the shore.
Oh, but the boat is.
The boat is 10 feet away.
Okay, then I guess how far away is that little opening that's right across from the...
So looking at the map, the opening from here is about 10 feet across. The boat is actually up against that shore, actually.
Okay, so I'll yell at Tabo. Can you swim?
Not with that in the water!
Okay, so then I will... I don't want to be like...
You can also see there's lots of sharp, jagged, pointy bones all around.
And
the bell on the island that signals for feeding.
How long will it take for me to try and take one of those sharp bones and undo the guy who's hogtied? Because if it's me, then...
It shouldn't take too awfully long, but it would depend on a skill check.
Okay, I want to get more people to help me, so I'm going to untie this person.
Okay. Manacled, it's not the easiest thing, but actually no, you wouldn't be manacled because you had to row the boat here. So yeah, so your manacles were undone, but your feet are still
So I want to take some sharp bone or like when you say hogtied, it's just rope. Like it's not.
Yes,
I'm not being
this is rope.
Okay. Okay. So I want to take a bone and I want to untie them. What kind of?
So this will be roll an athletics check.
Okay. So.
Or survival, your choice.
They're both. Actually, I get a +4 for survivals. 22.
You're able to get the ropes unbound fairly quickly.
Okay. I want to take all the bodies and get this guy to help me if I can. Take all the bodies and put them on the opposite side of the island. Farthest
He'll help
away.
you with that.
Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to say, now we will only have a short amount of time to do this, and I will have T.o.A in between the two of us, and I will ring the bell, and then we're going to dive and race towards the other shore where the boat is.
All right. As you ring the bell, the Hydra goes into a feeding frenzy. You see about 11 heads burst out of the water and start devouring the corpses that you threw there. But you're able to... are you swimming back to where you started from, or just to that door on the other side? To the boat, yes.
To where the boat is.
Okay, you're able to get to the boat. You see it is taking on a little bit of water, but it should be able to get you back with a bit of bailing.
Okay. So I'll try to get the, how big is this person that I just saved?
They seem to be a human, but you see parts of their body are starting to almost look like they're molting with scales.
So he's been worked on. Okay. Well, we're gonna row back to the spot then. There's
Okay.
no
As you
to it at this point.
As you row back, your guards are waiting back at the boat. They see you, T.o.A, and the person they sent you to kill. As you come back to shore, the one pulls out a crossbow and shoots the man right in the face, funking down to the ground.
I try to kind of hide T.o.A's, like, so that they don't see it. And I try to school my face into just...
Okay.
Like,
also, sorry, you came in like the darkest timeline of this book. This is not like the full experience.
Well, see, the thing is that I'm coming in completely blind. I've never, I know absolutely nothing about Tomb of Annihilation. So the name is the only thing I'm going off of, so I figured that it would be a pretty dark campaign. But, yeah.
Don't worry, it won't stay that way for long knowing this party.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun and fart jokes and stuff that normally happens.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
All right, so going back up to the next group, trying to find the next group of slave activities.
I'm shoveling shit.
I know, I'm trying to find the... Out of all of the D&D Beyond chapters that are always usually, sub-marked and everything, this one is absolutely awful for its markings.
When I ran it, I actually ran the hard copy of it because it's way better for the...
I'm about to.
So much fucking easier.
So, Johan, we're going to start with you. You get led back to that first area with the basilisks in the corner, or in the alcoves, and the dinosaur pen up in the top corner with the triceratops in there. You're simply given a shovel by Noth, the individual that that let you guys in. Clean out the shit. Shit. You should realize he's probably not that clever.
Has it been 6 hours?
It has not yet, no.
Cool. I'm gonna talk to Sebastian and go. Wait, I think they have to be within a mile of me.
They're still within a mile. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. I was currently just given a shovel to haul shit off this horny lizard. If this does not get corrected soon, I'm going to shove this shovel up your sphincter and join it with the other one. Figure it the fuck out and get me the fuck out of here.
As there's nothing glorious going on with your assignment, it's simply just shoveling shit. Yes.
Nothing. I shovel shit.
Somehow befitting, Johan? Somehow?
I'm humming.
Kismet,
I got friends in low places whilst doing this.
Nice.
Kismet, you
Good
were
style, my friend.
Kismet. I believe you were brought to the storeroom. I believe.
Yes, I am rearranging the story.
So, what Johann got from his mental images was just a warm hug that just seemed like everything that he was doing was right in life and right in the universe.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
shove you in this pile of shit.
You're using a pitchfork, so it's a little difficult to make sure you got make it worse.
About halfway. About
Send
like
mental image.
so
Sorry.
he can, but about like the third scoop, the pole of the shovel actually snaps,
Oh.
and Nath just says, "If you can't use the shovel, use your hands."
In the head, you just hear, "I'ma kill you, I'ma kill you, I'ma kill you."
This so feels like all of the karma that Johan has been racking up this entire part of the campaign that he came in has now come to this moment.
I'm gonna grab
shit.
the top of the shovel and just start shoveling it with just like the flat part of the shovel.
Okay.
Dog shit, shovel shit.
So, Kismet, you are actually brought past Johan dealing with the shovel incident. And the guards that lead you, they're like, "First, you are going to carry all of your group's belongings to a different room. We do not need it to make things easy." As Yanti, you know, from Saveshna, are conniving, plotting individuals that are always trying to have backups upon backups.
This is not surprising Kismet whatsoever.
So, you were given a small cart.
Right, am I?
I think Kismet was one of the only ones that wasn't linked.
Kismet was not linked. No.
So, Kismet, you are given a small cart to load up all of your group's belongings. As you take them to the south through that hallway and making an immediate... Yes.
Where were the gems stored?
The gems?
Because we each had elemental gems.
Yes, those were in a chest that were there. That was locked.
Okay.
But
I have a very funny idea. But we'll get to it in a minute when I have moved the chest.
all right, so you guys, you move all the stuff into the cart and are brought down the hallway of columns, down a sloping path, which is a little too steep for a cart, so you have to either pull it or slow it all the way down, or else it run rampant. You find yourself at an intersection. He points down the hallway leading to the southwest as you try to turn the wagon in this hallway that is way too small for this wagon to be turning. He laughs at you. "You must walk it the rest of the way. Unload it here." As you have about a 30-foot hallway left into a storeroom.
I will begin to do so.
Okay. And as you're doing that, roll me perception check.
Perception. 23.
Yeah, as you first put your first box in here, you see what appears to be a large sort of like berm around this room, sort of like surrounding it. And as you set the first box down, you see a large eye open up. As you see a large constrictor snake pop its head up and look down at you. I am Azimas. I am custodian for provisions. I will check and catalog all of your belongings here.
Kismet doesn't say a word.
As you start going about your business, you hear him chattering a bit. But you do hear, in this room, you do see 50 bolts of fine cloth, 6 crates of bronze bars, 3 barrels of salt and spices, and 3 chests that are open at the moment as the snake begins cataloging them, of rope, oil, lanterns, paper, and blankets. You see around, and you hear him talking amongst himself. You hear him mutter, Fenthaza is planning a coup. No, she can't. She might. A coup. Betrayal. As you finish up your duty here, we will move on to the next individual. However, we will get to the next individual after we take our intermission for the night. So at this point, you guys, I'm going to turn off the stream's cameras and audio. You guys can get up, go to the bathroom, go what you need to do, and just come back in about 10 minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome back after our intermission. As so we went over Johann's duty, Kismet's job, Honoria's job, Astrum, and Gooder.
Yeah.
You are brought to the poison distillery.
So, question,
Yes.
Ken, when we're brought, who is walking us?
There is, for you two, there is probably about 16 brood guards escorting you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nice. We have a
We have a battalion.
we have an
escort.
entourage.
Astrum is part of the Mind Leak. I just want to.
Okay.
But you guys are brought past Johann, past Kismet unloading your belongings into a wagon, brought down that same hallway, but continuing forward until you pass the first hallway and then make a south to that sort of boat-looking room, dead middle of the map, right above the caverns. As you guys are sitting there, Honoria passes you with the child leading to her job.
One thing real quick, as I see them walk by, I'm going to give them a pointed look and look at the stuff I'm unloading, trying to convey that this is our shit that I'm moving.
Hey, everyone in our mental chat, they are currently moving our shit to a different location.
You don't know this. I would be Astrum that I'm trying to convey this to.
You did walk past me.
But he didn't have that
Yes,
yet,
but I didn't
information
know that yet.
until he
It
passed
would be
you.
Astrum and Gooder that I'm trying to convey this to.
Okay, so
Apologies.
we're seeing Kismet actually unload our
yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Okay, I make a mental note of where that is, and then I do let everyone know in the mental chat the approximate location based on the room.
Okay. So you're brought into this distillery of venom. The door is opened, and the air here is moist and sticky. Natural light spills from cracks in the ceiling, and mud coats the floor. Stone workbenches are laden with clay bottles of various shapes and sizes. Toadstools, snake root, and belladonna plants grow among the clutter, fed by water seeping from above. Standing near the plants is a hairless man with scaly skin and a bronze syringe. Lurking in the shadows around him are 5 slouching humans that reek of decay. You definitely notice these, the 5 humans, the slouching ones, definitely as zombies when you walk in. As the man looks at you, one eye larger than the other. Ah! They came to bring me workers, did they? Well, as he just sort of tinks the syringe to his forehead.
Does the battalion leave?
They sort of fan out around the room.
Interesting.
As they recognize, at least Gooder, as a giant shark man, seems terrifying. And they don't want to take chances with giant sharktopus man. Because his physical intimidation cannot be denied. Just from appearance.
That's what I like to hear.
I feel like that would give Gooder a smug swagger as he walks.
It would, but he's too thick to take stock of the situation. He's kind of pissed off at all of them like an average animal.
So he looks... So the man looks at you. You may call me Zupal. And,
Zupal, really?
I have a task for you. I need mushrooms, but not any mushrooms. I know where they must be. You need to go out the south door. Your friend there, your other slave, is going to be taking the boat. There's a second boat. Once she leaves, I want you to take that boat and go to the first passageway to the south that you see. You'll go down that way and you'll find some curious purple mushrooms. This is what I need you to do. Your guards will stay here and watch from the shore.
Gooder turns to Astrum. I don't want to do anything for them.
Astrum just stares blankly at the guy with the syringe.
Lady Sylvester just eyes in a very distant room, like, fucking God. And that's it.
Yeah, what's the timing? When do we hear from Lady Saveshna that she called out to us?
You still got a little bit of time,
Okay.
as political stuff takes some time.
So Gooder, I guess, starts walking towards the boat.
Okay. So, you guys get to the boat, and it's almost comical. Gooder, you sit in the back, Astrum in the front, sort of like King Shark rowing a small rowboat with another relatively large individual, but not nearly as large as you. As you guys eventually find your way to that little side passageway. You see a passage widens into a cavern filled with fungi. Toadstools, puffballs, and other tuberous growths cover the walls and floor. Against the far wall, a malformed skeleton lies buried under a patch of buttery mold. A brass key hangs around its neck.
Gooder ignores all of that, turns to Astrum, and just, like, looks at him, like, all sympathetic and just, like, why are we not fighting them?
I'm just waiting for the word from Lady Saveshna.
Saveshna said wait for her, but she's gone now.
Well, we're not going back in those pits, that's for sure.
Can we fight them and eat them when we go back? I hate snakes.
I'm right there with you. I look around the cavern. Is there anything in here that we could use or that I could use? Gooder doesn't really need weapons. Anything I can use as a makeshift weapon around the skeleton?
I mean, there is the brass key that looks like it's a heavy brass key. You also have the bones of the skeleton could probably be used for something.
Do we make our way over to that skeleton, Gooder?
Who's going in first?
Gooder would.
Right.
If Astrum said he wanted something in the thing, Gooder would have no problem fetching it for him.
So, Gooder, I need a dexterity saving throw as you step into the room.
Can I see what this is?
Not from where you're standing.
Ah, darn it. Okay. Saving throw?
Yep.
There we go. Oh, that's not bad. 15.
All right, you're able to. You don't even realize that you. But Astrum, you see a glop of green slime drop onto the floor as Gooder walked past, and start sizzling into the stone.
I do a quick assessment above him. Are there any more glops that could fall on him?
It seemed like it was just this first glop right above the doorway.
Okay. Hey, Gooder, on your way back, watch, and I point to it.
As another glop just falls down and starts sizzling.
I look up to the ceiling. What do I see?
You see a patch of green slime clinging to the ceiling above the entry. Just sort of dripping its goop.
Gooder reaches out with his tentacle. Oh wait, no, with his ghost tentacle, so he doesn't have to get too close to the mold and everything. Just gonna take the goo off the neck.
Okay. So, as you do that,
Okay.
the ghost tentacle, you wrap it around the key and start to pull. And as you do, a puff of spores erupt into this room. From the mold. From the room, yeah, the whole room. As I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Breath.
It's not enough that we're naked and afraid.
Yeah, we gotta be poisoned. go. +7. Dear God.
I dare say Gooder is naked and unafraid.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
There is naked in the fear.
And you get a plus. Is he within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, so you get a +3 to that, Gooder.
Awesome. 17.
And I got a 22.
All right, both you guys are able to you see the mold and the spores, and you just clamp your hands down over your face, keeping any of it out as you guys are absolutely fine as the spores die down. But you do have the key.
Oh, nice.
Gooder ghost tentacles the key to Astrum. Here you go.
Thanks, friend.
Anytime.
How big is this key?
It is probably about 6 inches long.
Okay.
It's a large, bronze skeleton key. Or brass skeleton key.
All right.
What's it for? Why'd you want it?
I don't know. It feels weird not having absolutely anything on me. Just wanted to have something to hold on to.
And
Nothing else I can wrap my fist around and punch somebody with it.
Are you guys grabbing some of these mushrooms that are in here?
Yeah, we'll grab some of the mushrooms.
Yeah,
Okay.
plenty of mushrooms.
As you guys head back, you guys just get to the door leading to the stuff. Honoria, you are just pulling to the shore as they're coming up. As they're coming around the corner, they see your associate get shot in the face with the crossbow. At this point, Johann, you're attempting in vain to shovel the shit with the flat end of the broken shovel. All while the Yanti laughs. Kismet, you're currently putting the last bit of your gear into that lock room. Dantalus, you see the pit open in front of you as you're attached by the winch in your arms and are lowered down in with Kaelin into this room. And Saveshna, Rasnasi is looking at you, smiling. So, I think at this point, I heard rumors that one of your chattel wants to undergo the rite of conversion. You're muted there, Saveshna.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I don't know what secrets you've heard, but unless you've heard it from my mouth, it's a complete lie.
Well, sometimes spies do not go well. However, I do not think that you can leave anytime soon. Our people have been misunderstandings.
That happened
You
so
could
very much.
If you are lucky, you can reside yourself to be my concubine and live in the harem.
Nice.
I do have to ask you, can you say that again, because I actually did not hear that?
He looked at you and said, if you're lucky, you can be my concubine and reside in the harem.
Oh, so many better ideas than that. But we can talk about that later.
And so now everyone's events are caught up into the same spot, time-wise.
Danny boy, you want to do something fun?
Yeah. And don't worry, I'll come by and pick you up here in a second. And I'm gonna cast Polymorph, and it's fabulous Circus time.
All right, so you're currently chained up in the pits, being lowered into a pit that's only 10 feet. It's a 10-foot diameter, full of other prisoners.
I actually don't know if I don't actually know if I can. Hold on. Because question.
Yes.
I understand that I have my spell book,
Yes.
but that wouldn't.
None of your components.
Then no, I am not doing that because it requires a caterpillar cocoon, which would be in my spell component pouch, which is the one thing that we forgot about. So,
Well, shit.
one other.
I mean, I tried to get your fucking.
No, I got my book, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm.
Shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Fuck, if he can't do anything. But I don't know he can't do anything. Alright, I'm gonna say to the.
Well, I can Misty Step right out of that.
You could, yes. But Kaylin's in the pit.
Yeah, but I mean, I could come back and get Kaylin. That's not a thing. I will just get lowered into the pit, and I will just say, look, I really want to do something, but then I just realized, you know, the little pouch that I've got all my stuff in. I don't have that. I got the book, just not the other parts. Sorry, guys, I fucked up.
We'll get it.
Are you part of our mental link? I can't remember if you are or not.
Yeah, Astrobus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, he sure is.
So, okay, I'm gonna kind of tell everyone, all right, I'm done struggling shit. Let's fucking end this.
Astrum looks at Gooder and smiles. You remember what we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. What's the closest thing next to me that it's not friendly?
I'm glad you added that little bit in there.
This is gonna upset Sylvester so much.
I don't think we care at this point.
Do not forget your moves. Because
What?
everyone still has moves.
Don't forget your haste stuff. So the first thing closest to you that isn't friendly there, Gooder, is the brood guard that just shot the rescued person right in the face.
Okay. And I am unshackled now because I had to row the
You
boat.
fuckers.
Your hands are. Your legs are still shackled. Is this going to be a initiative for everyone?
Oh, God.
So, Gooder, Astrum. Oh, Kismet was the other one that had the other one. So Gooder, Astrum, you guys both have that extra D8.
Right, to initiative.
Yeah, because we're still basically within that at the same time.
Cool. But yeah, Gooder just got told to go. Gooder doesn't ask twice. Gooder doesn't need a reason. There's no explanation here.
All right, because you guys are in room 20. I gotta see what reinforcements are there with you.
I thought we were where the boat's docked.
That's where you're at, yeah. Which is where the boats are. So there are 4 brood guards here in this room. So I have to. This is going to be one of the most complex initiatives I think I've ever had.
Do it,
You did this
Ken.
to yourself.
Fucking do it.
I believe in you, Ken.
Actually,
Welcome to
I
Fear the
know.
Night Serpent. It sucks.
I actually know the best way to do this here. I'm just going to separate it into different initiatives here. Manage characters. T.o.A. So this one is not Johann, not Kismet, not Dantalus or Saveshna. So Honoria, Gooder, and Astrum for this one. All right. We will move on to the next group real quick before I gather initiatives. That way I have all of this stuff here. The next group, that's all of you guys there. The next group is Kismet in the storeroom, Air 13. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, Kismet's not really gonna be doing anything because he doesn't know it's time to.
Oh yeah, because you don't have any.
Yeah, I have no idea that anything is happening. I am in the storeroom by myself.
Okay.
No clue what's happening.
You're with the giant constrictor snake.
Yes.
Can you remind me which room is the pens room?
Yeah, the slave pens are very top right in that very first hallway. So you see like the blood fountain? Look up to the room that it connects to, and it's that room that's right attached to it.
So I am so far from everybody.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm going to group you and Johann in the same area there. Just because you're relatively close enough. So Johann, that's going to be create new, manage characters, hide. I apologize, this is just one large cluster here. Alright, and then you guys are going to be against...
What happens when we split the party? Hopefully nobody dies.
It wasn't our fault.
This is true.
The blasphemous god split the party.
Nothing in there. 6. Brood guards.
Don't act like he didn't do it. He know he did.
You know, what makes me laugh is I've been trying to get your characters here for the past, 3 months by, having them get captured and stuff like that, and then you guys captured yourselves for the point of the deception, and so it's still the exact same stuff that I had prepped all those months ago.
Me as a player, I really wish we would have just stormed here, but I understand why we didn't.
Let's see here.
Oh no, this is so much better. Are you kidding me? This is great.
I apologize, there's a lot of prepping here.
I like Shaveshna's field generalness right now.
Yeah.
That sneakiness with the book. Wait, good move.
And yeah, this is gonna be fun.
More brood guards.
I was literally gonna say but Ken kept going. I was waiting for her to take a breath, and I was gonna be right when he said, "And everyone's here," and that's where we end the episode for tonight, folks. We'll see you next week.
We are going to try getting through all of this as much as we can.
Oh, we will. We will.
We're gonna fuck up some snakes.
And maybe a Hydra.
I hate snakes.
There's no hail.
All right, calm down, Indiana Jones.
All right, and then you're also going to go into room 2, which is... Oh, I am... Yeah.
Well then, so while we do that,
Can't wait for D&D Beyond to get their auto-generated encounters that they've been saying they're working on.
so you can't turn into a giant lizard, can you?
No,
That's
I
right,
didn't
it's
even
good.
think. I didn't even think about my component pouch because it's
You
something
can't.
that's just always there, and I should have said that it's like hidden inside of my book or something like that. But no, no, it's not what
Yeah,
it
you can't
is.
come. You can't come to Gator. So,
I,
all right then.
look, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna be the first person to do anything because I rolled a natural 19 and my initiative's gonna be in the 30s. So
All right. So first up, our first encounter here is going to be Gooder. What is your initiative?
It's actually quite poor.
go.
Even with the D8, it's only going to be 7.
All right. So a 7. Astrum.
19.
19. All right. Honoria.
Oh, sorry. Hold up.
You're totally fine. Also, at any time, if you need any help with anything, feel free to ask. I know you said this is your first time with a campaign and stuff like that, so I don't know how familiar you are, but we are
Yeah,
here to
I
help
have
if you
played
need.
like maybe like 4 games, but they've
Okay.
all been one-shots, and I've DM'd like 3 of them. So
Okay.
we're very new here.
All right.
I rolled a 4. I think my initiative is 0.
Yeah, because it's whatever your dex modifier
Oh,
is.
wait, 5.
So 5. All right. Next.
Yep.
Big and slow, Honoria. Big and slow.
It wins the race.
It does. It really does.
Dantilus, what is your initiative?
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
My initiative is a 33.
All right, Johan.
8.
8. All right. And then blep. And then this is going to be...
Is there a map where you're putting all these that we can see, or
With how many things are going on,
Little
this is going to
theater
be
mind.
Theater of the Mind here, just because the
Perfect.
party is split 4
It's
different
more along the
ways.
lines of, I was wondering if I was missing something that everybody else knew.
No,
that's
there will be maps on occasion. It's just there's a lot of splitting going on right now to have that many moving
Figured.
pieces.
Yeah.
And do you want me to have initiative? Like, I have it pre-rolled, but do you want it, like, now, or do you want to wait?
You can wait at the moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep what I rolled and just set it to the side.
And then Saveshna, what is yours, by the way?
That would be a 23.
All right, so Saveshna got a 23.
Or whatever that counts.
The champion. Rasta C. All right. Malazans. Brood guards and ghouls.
Cause I got friends in low places.
As he's fiddling with his soul knife.
Oh my god, Johan, shut the fuck up.
All right, so Saveshna, you said yours was a 17? You said
23.
23. Okay. All right, so top is going to be that way. I can keep this straight between 3 different tabs. Dantilus, Saveshna. With the 23, Astrum next. Johan. Gooder and Honoria.
Does Honoria know that anything's going down?
She's about to. You're right in the same room as Gooder and Astrum as they're coming up
And
from the
they
south
all
end.
received.
Yes, and they are. Gooder is about to do his what Gooder does best. Smash, yes. Johan, you, or not Johan, Dantilus, you are the very first to respond to all of this.
So, I have
in
a
the
question.
Yes.
How many guards are with me? And being walked, so I was basically walked all the way back through.
Yes.
Um,
You were
how many
walked by
guards
4
are
guards,
there?
but those guards have left at this point, and the portcullis leading to your room had been closed.
So how many guards are in? Oh, so those guards are gone.
Yeah, there's no guards in the room that you're currently in, but there is a metal portcullis blocking you from getting back the way that you came to get here.
Which pit am I in?
You are in the topmost right pit. You also have a grate over top of the pit.
Did them all.
So, well, this matters because of feet.
Uh-oh. Was the ranch in there?
Hmm?
Sorry.
Gooder needs his ranch with his snakes.
I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I muted my mic.
No, you're totally fine. Gooder is door dashing some venomous snakes here, so he's got
I
to
am. I am.
got to get his ranch for his nom noms.
So I'm gonna
Ranch goes good with everything.
take a big risk here.
Okay.
And
Hit you.
because well, 38 hit points and all that stuff. And I'm gonna look over at Kismet, or I'm sorry, at Kalen. And I know he's unconscious, but I'm just gonna say, "Don't worry, we'll be back. We're not leaving you behind." And I am going to bonus action. I'm gonna use my free face step,
Okay.
and so I will go 30 feet, which should put me, I think, 10 or 15.
It should put you right by
5
that
feet.
stone altar
Yes.
from your pit.
Okay.
And
So I'm gonna look around really quick. If there is nobody there and the guards are not in front of me, I am going to.
you see in this room, there are the 4 guards that escorted you here are in this room as you appear right in the middle of them.
And I am sprinting.
Okay.
And I'm going to use 60 feet of movement, so it's going to be 30 and my action before I leave. No. Yeah, no, I have to. I will immediately use my reaction all within the same thing, and I'm going to throw up shield, which will only bring my AC to 18 because I currently do not have
Your fancy
mage armor
robes.
up. Well, I don't have mage armor up.
Mm.
Because I sacrificed mage armor in order to cast
Yep.
everything on everybody, and I never put it back up. So with that, I will take 60 feet of movement.
Yep. And you'll take 4 op attacks as you rush past.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but I kid you not, double 2s. 122 to hit.
Ouch.
And a 16. So only 1 hit as you rush past.
Okay.
The one fight where the wizard has a higher AC than the paladin.
That'll be 7 points of slashing damage as you rush past.
Okay, so I'm only down to 31.
As you are just almost at the full hallway leading to room 1. The way you came in, the entryway. With
Okay,
your
so
60
I'm
feet.
Okay, cool.
You
Alright,
can see, or you can hear Johan from here, bitching and complaining about shoveling shit.
Okay, because he's all the way down where those grass piles are at, right?
No, he is, from where you're at, he's in that first pen right in the very top left corner of that room with the wagons.
Oh,
That's where he's shoveling the stuff.
I had everything so backwards in my head. Okay, that makes a lot more sense why I could hear him. And with that, I'm just gonna, think in my head, Johan, I'm fabulously out of here, getting chased by 4 guys. Fucking help. And that'll be my turn.
All right. So next up, this is going to go to Saveshna. I don't know if anyone sent you the mental connection that all hell's broken loose. Actually, you just heard Dantilus blurt out that.
So I'm standing by the big guy, right?
There is one incredibly... there's Rosnasi, there is his champion, the very large pureblood with the steel-like scales. There is
I've-
3 brood guards, and you get the smell of undead behind the throne.
Yeah, I thought it was see my residency.
He's about 10 feet away from you.
It's about 10 feet
On the
away
throne.
from me. I'm just gonna walk up to him and lean in very close. Anything for you.
What did you just say?
I said to Rasidency, I think things are going very poorly for you. It's also going to be a spell. Give me a second.
Kenneth, you're fading in and out of existence, and it's really fucking funny. You're like a ghost.
Wow, wow, wow.
Actually, no, it's not because the wrong character. Sorry. I'm just gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna try and strangle him with the whip.
Okay. Just
Oh boy.
I'm going to
Why
let you
not?
know there is a lot of people in this room with you.
Yep, that's fine. I am okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Roll to
Good.
attack.
Rasidency, I'm taking my whip and I'm just. Mother says hello, and I'm just gonna try and Garrett the whip around his neck. and
Oh my
just-
God! Caution! Caution! Gooder's saying caution.
I don't give a fuck what you're saying. This is what I'm doing.
Kev described this whole room, and I'm like, wow, this is like big boss territory. And then you just go up with your whip, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Saveshna is about to try to girl boss it here.
And she's about to try and she's trying to take control of the whole thing.
It just turns out he's totally into it though, so it's cool.
Yeah,
Could be.
you're gonna be
Could
like
be.
dying at the end of this, and I just really need your last words to be, I think I may have girl boss too close to this.
You think there's last words poetry in this? That's cute.
All right. So what is your attack roll? Are you trying to do a grapple here with it? Is what how you'd have to start it? Start it as.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a grapple plus. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So you have to start it as a grapple, and then it's another check from there. Once you, it's like 1 attack per. So it's an opposed grapple check here.
What is the So I rolled for grapple.
Yeah. So this will be your athletics against his. It's a contested athletics.
Okay. 14.
He gets a 15 for this first one.
Okay.
All right, and you still have a second attack, I believe, if you'd like to try again.
For second attack, I'm just gonna attack. With
Okay. Okay.
Went off balance. That'll miss.
Okay. All right, so next up is gonna go. Any of you guys have a 22?
Anything for the psychic link about what you're doing?
Nope.
So his champion.
I mean, everyone seems like they're going at it on their shit. The Sebastian is like, I'm gonna fight too.
So
That's it. That's all you get.
Rosnacy's champion will immediately act as you approach his liege. He's gonna pull out his greatsword and come down twice upon you.
These little bitches can't fucking hurt
Ismit
me.
is the only one who has no fucking clue what is happening.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
All right, so you'll take a grand total from this first attack of 20 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then its third attack, because it missed with the first one, second attack missed, The second attack hit. First missed. The third one's going to be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
For this one is going to be 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Next up. So Astrum, what your initiative was a 19, so these things still go. Tantalus, you don't see anything yet triggering in yours, as you have not gotten to those guys to trigger it, nor has Johan triggered it yet. So you're good for this round here. So next up is going to be the brood guards that are in the room with Saveshna. They are going to lunge at you with their claws. They're going to try slashing at you. Each one gets 3 attacks. Just going to grab multiple dice here.
You were right. There's going to be no last words. It's just going to be done.
So my highest there is going to be a 17.
I'll miss.
Okay, for the first one. Second one is going to be a 21 is my highest.
21 will hit.
All right, the other 2 attacks will miss there, so you will take for that a grand total of 3 slashing damage from that one. The last brood guard, my lowest there is a 17, which will miss. You said an 18. Does that hit?
No.
All right, so then all to 20 hit.
20 is AC.
Okay, so you'll take 1 additional. So you'll take 7 points of slashing from that one. Next up is going to be Astrum. You are next to respond with your 19 initiative. The room that you're in, you have the 4 brood guards right around you, and one of them just executed a prisoner.
All right. So we're on land.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. The one with the crossbow in his hand, I'm gonna take the key and use it as a brass knuckle, and I'm just punching him right in the face.
Okay. Do you have the Tavern Brawler feat?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if I did.
So this is going to be a die 4, but you don't get to add your proficiency bonus to the hit.
Okay. So it is a, let's see, with strength, it is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it's a die 4, and I'm going to go ahead and smite.
Smiting with the knuckles.
Smite through that improvised weapon.
Nicely done, Astrum.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Bring the godly wrath.
That's right. We're bringing down the thunder right here. See, that's 16 plus 5 is 21 points on the first hit.
All right, you come through as you just smash him right upside the scaly face. As you just bash him in. He looks bloodied at this point. He looks up and hisses at you, blood spurtling out of his mouth.
I'm going to go ahead and take him out, or try to, with a second hit.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Nice. I'm going to burn another smite.
All right, Johan, by the way, you're the next person in the initiative for player-wise.
18, 18, 19, 20, 25 more points of damage.
25 more points. That is just enough to drop him as you crumple this one right to the ground.
And then as a bonus action, it's not much, but I'm going to cast Shield of Faith to bring me up to a 12 AC.
All right. Oh, yeah, because you don't have a dex modifier.
I have no dex.
All right.
Astrum, you should totally turn to the next one and go, that's...
So next up, and there, Daedalus, you still have it. Actually, those are the brood guards. So the Triceratops, next to you, Johan, starts getting a little uppity, sensing the tension in the room. It starts jumping up and down. I need a dexterity saving throw, Johan, to avoid it kicking and stomping in the area by where you're at.
Dex saving throw.
Yes.
15.
15, you're able to jump out of the way in time. Next up, the Brood Guards, the 4 of them that were behind Dantalus are going to start moving their 30 feet out, and they're going to get behind him and hiss out at Dantalus. They can't get to you, but they're close. Like, the closest one is, like, literally, like, 10 feet behind you, so they're, like, right on your heels.
Okay.
Even after moving 60
damn it.
feet, and they only moved 30, wouldn't they be 30 feet from me?
They dashed.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they're chasing an escaping prisoner, and they do not want to have their boss find out they let a prisoner escape. So they are hell-bent for leather after you. But they can't do anything there. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. So, bum. It's a lot of Brood Guards for this one. Then the Brood Guards with Astrum and Gooder are going to act. They're going to turn to Astrum, seeing him rush up, punch out the one, and they are all going to attempt to attack you, Astrum. I'm looking for 12, you said?
Yeah.
All 3 will hit on the first one.
It's gonna suck.
So Astrum, that is 7, 12, 18 points of damage from the first one.
Okay.
The second one, miss, 2 hits. So that is going to be a whopping 11 points of damage from the next one.
Okay.
And the third one is going to jump at you as well. Natural 20 and 2 hits.
Aww.
So that one will be a lot more damage. That is 6, 12. I roll? Oh my god, I am so sorry. I rolled straight 6s on that. 18 plus... so 24 points plus an additional 11. Or no, 9. So what's that?
Should be 33.
Yeah, 33 points of damage on that one from you.
Not quite dead yet.
Next up here, back to this one. The anti-Malazons in the room with Saveshna, they are going to be very upset with you, Saveshna. And they are both going to attempt to cast Suggestion on you. And they are going to tell you to grovel. I need 2 charisma saving throws. Or wisdom saving throws. You do have advantage because you are Yanti.
Yeah, the first one is a... Hang on. Charisma saving throw?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? 27.
Okay, what about the second one?
Natural 20 on that one.
Nice.
All right, you are absolutely fine as they both yell at you to grovel and you just ignore them. Next up, the undead smell that you find out really quickly as 4 ghouls rush out from behind the throne at you.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be 4 attacks upon you.
Which is good, because what you were already facing wasn't that hard. So.
None of them actually hit.
Wow, get
I'll go
fucked.
alone, she said. I'll be fine, she said.
Rosnasi just sort of, you see the bandages around his face crinkle up into a smile. I'll give you 1 chance. Surrender.
I'll give you 1 chance. Surrender.
All right. He is then going to throat punch you here and cast Blight upon you.
All right.
So that is a
Throat
con
punch.
save.
I'm liking the throat punch.
That would have been the perfect response, by the way. Sebastian would have been looking right at him and saying, "The future is fear."
So
Con save would be a 21.
that is enough, but you'll still take half of 8 die 8.
Half of half.
Ow! Oh! D&D Beyond's dice with volume up, with headphones. Oh god, that hurt. Those were the jingly jangly ones from Wild Beyond Witchlight, and they have a little bell in them that rings every time you roll, and I just about blew my eardrums out. Alright, so that'll be half of 41 points of damage, so 20 and 10. So it'll be 10 points of damage to you.
Okay.
10 points of necrotic as you just sort of laugh it off. Alright, from there it is going to go to, I believe, Johan finally.
All right then. So the guy is still currently
Gooder
laughing
on
at me
deck.
because I am currently shoveling shit. Correct?
Yes, and seeing the Triceratops trying to trample you because it's nervous.
Okay then. How far away can I see Kalen be? Or not Kalen. God damn it. How far away is Kismet away from me?
You do not see
Yes,
Kismet.
Did I see which way he goes down?
Yeah, you did. You did. He's well out of sight. He's at least 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 60, 90. He's at least 150 feet away from you.
Okay.
And completely out of
Alright.
sight.
How far away is Danny Boy from me then?
5, 10, 50, about 30 feet actually.
Oh, sweet. Alright then. Can I see him?
You can, yeah.
Cool. Alright,
You see him, his face is like pale as he's just booking it.
I'm going to stand up and I'm gonna whip one of my daggers near him and try landing it just like next to him.
Okay, you can do that. None of the enemies are visible from behind him yet.
That's perfectly fine. Alright, so I throw my dagger and I move 60. I teleport 60 feet. Or up to 60 feet. So,
How do you teleport?
I have that thing, level 9. It's a Psychic Blade Teleportation. You manifest one of your blades, expend a Psychic Energy die, roll it, and throw it, and I can teleport in an unoccupied space up to a number of 10 times. It rolled. I rolled 6, so I could teleport 60 feet away.
Okay.
Very Lord Third.
He's basically Final Fantasy incarnate with this character.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where are you teleporting?
So I'm teleporting right next to Danny Boy.
All right, so are you teleporting using him as a meat shield from the enemies, or are you getting between him and the enemies?
Between him and the enemies.
Okay.
And that was a bonus action. I am taking the dodge action, and I'm going to look at him and go, "Come here, scaly fuckers."
You can't use a bonus action throw without making an action attack first.
That is not an action. It is a bonus action to activate that. I do not use an action to throw it.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't like an attack that you had to make to teleport.
It is not an attack. It is bonus action. I throw a knife.
All right.
Teleport to it. It does
So-
not do damage.
So you're in there just doing the whole, like, I'm dodging thing, getting ready to
Yep.
deflect attacks and stuff like that. All right, sounds good. After that, then...
I didn't actually hear what he said after that. What, did you say get behind you?
I got in between you and them, took the dodge action, and basically was like, "Hey, deal with this now. They're going to focus on me." And then I called them scaly fucks.
All right, so, Gooder, it is your turn now, as you're immediately there. Honoria, you are next person in line behind Gooder.
Okay, so in my area, I have a
There-
group of people, correct?
Yes, there are 3 brood guards left in this area.
So I'm gonna hit them all.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get some attention.
Okay.
So, with my bonus action, rage, movement over to the first. Wait, how? Are they close to each other?
Yeah, they're very close.
All right, so yeah, I'll move over, and I'll take my first claw attack against one, my second claw attack against the next one, and my third attack is gonna be a claw attack too. I'm just gonna get them all with the claw attack and just try and get their attention.
Okay.
But
And you guys can
I don't
pre-roll,
care
by
if
the
my
way.
AC. Yeah, I don't care if my AC is only 14. I'm still gonna reckless, because that's what you do when you're a barbarian. Do that.
You do that. True that.
All right. Hold on, I gotta roll it with. I can't get my. There you go. Oh wow, they're not treating me well today at all. So that's 12 to hit
12
for first
will
attack.
miss a brood guard.
Okay, I'm still gonna go on to and try and swipe at the second one.
Yep.
That's
That'll hit.
13.
13 will hit, yeah. Or no, 13 will
Nice.
miss. 13 will miss, sorry. I seen the
All
I
right,
was
and
looking at the 20 on the custom roll, but you rolled 2d20s, that's why.
okay.
Yep. 13 will just miss. AC is 14 on these guys. That'll hit. I see the 15 and the 10 you rolled.
Yeah, so that'll be 18 to hit.
That'll hit that last one.
Nice. At least I got one. Out of here. Pause. Ah, man. This is really bad right now. 9 damage altogether. D&D Beyond is not treating me well.
Unfortunately not. Anything else there, Gooder?
Well, yeah, just his typical roar and taunting at the 3 others so they don't try and go after Astrum anymore.
All right. Enoria, it is your turn.
So there's 3 guards.
There's 3 guards here, yes. One of them has been destroyed, so there's only 3 now.
Okay. Okay. I will cast Scorching Ray. It's just VNS.
Yep. So verbal
And I will,
and somatic.
yeah,
Yep.
and I'll send a ray of fire at each one.
Okay.
At each guard. So D&D. Uh-oh. Hope my internet isn't gonna... Yeah, my internet is not...
Sometimes D&D Beyond takes a minute. Like if you roll on it, you can't click off the page. You have to stay on it, and it gets weird with rolling multiple
Yeah.
dice.
I just pressed the cast button, and it's still sending me a little sign that it's working. I might just see about getting some dice out and rolling if it takes too long here, because it's just 2d6.
You absolutely can if you need. But you also have to roll to hit first.
Oh, okay. I will grab my dice. It's not too far away because it's still loading, so I'll be right back.
This fabulous break in combat is brought to you by Sirenscape. They are the ones that bring to you the crazy fly that has been buzzing around everyone's head while we are waiting. And now, back to this fabulous combat.
Okay, so I have my dice. I don't really have anything to roll it on, so this will be okay. So what is my spellcasting modifier then?
That should be.
Is that?
I'm pulling up your character sheet. That way I can.
It should actually be at the very front of your So if you click on the spell tab on your D&D Beyond, it'll say modifier, spell attack, and then save DC. The spell attack is what you'll add when you roll your dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yours is a +8.
So it's a +8.
Yep.
Okay, so do I have to roll it 3 times for each?
Yes, one
thing?
for each. Yep.
Okay.
And you're looking for a 14.
Well, we don't get 1 for the first one because I just rolled a 2.
All right.
So I rolled a 15.
That'll hit.
Do you want me to roll the third one as well?
Yes.
Okay. And another 2.
All right. So only the middle one gets hit here, and now you can roll your 2d6 for the damage.
Okay.
Dantilus, you are on deck here for players. So how much damage?
3 seems to be my number. I only got 3 points of damage.
All right. Still some damage. All right. Back up to the top there. Johan, the Yanti Pureblood that was watching you... Or wait a minute. Yanti Pureblood... Actually, no.
Noth.
Yeah, Noth was the Malazan.
Mm-hmm.
There... Oh, okay, that's what the Pureblood is. You see... The guy that was supervising you, there was a very incredibly fat Yanti Pureblood that was sort of just watching you. That you realize that was probably his job to do it, but you got delegated. He's going to sort of waddle behind you, running at a thing, and he's going to not get quite close.
Danilus is in between
Yes.
me and them.
He's not going to get quite there, but he's going to pull out his short bow and attempt to shoot Danilus in the back twice.
18
Back or face?
In the back. Or face. Yeah, so 8's the highest. He's a really bad character. As you hear chains trying to break free as the basilisks are trying to break out of their enclosure. Danilus, you are the next to respond to all of this.
All right.
With
well,
Saveshna on deck.
he told me to take care of it, and well, this is the only way that I currently can. And they're all still down the hallway, correct?
There are 4 of them down the hallway, yes.
All right. Well, I will just take one step up, make sure they're all within 30 feet, and pulse wave.
Okay.
And that'll be at just the normal 3rd level. And that will be a DC... If I click on the right page... Sorry. A DC 17 con save.
All right. They fail.
Fantastic.
That would also make Johan make that, or are you stepping past him to
21.
take it so
No,
he doesn't have
I
to?
will step past him and
Okay.
literally just shoot it down the hallway. That's going to be 66.
There's so much going on for these right now.
14. That'll be 22 points of force damage, and then I am going to throw them 15 feet back that direction, which I don't think they'll hit the...
They won't,
They won't
no.
hit anything. Well, wait a minute.
From there, 20 feet back, they just push through down the hallway.
But technically I can move them in any direction that I want to.
I thought you could only move them back or towards you or away from you with that spell.
Actually, you're right. Yes, I can. Although I was going to try to miss them.
Yeah,
But,
good idea,
yes.
though.
Why not up?
Oh.
That's something for next turn, because it was not thought of.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
If you go prone and angle it up that way, I'll give you that one, but
Okay. I mean...
but that's a next turn thing, possibly.
Alright, so I'll do that, and then I will look at... So that's my action. I can't hold my movements. But then there's ugly guy that just shot me in the face or tried to shoot me with a bow.
Went completely
I
wide.
Yeah. So what I will do is, where did he end up at? Is he like in between that
He's
20 feet, like in between the two rooms?
he is in that that where the hallway narrows to 10 feet wide.
Yeah, that
Just
one.
right there,
That
yeah.
box of 20 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So I will move diagonal to that corner that kind of looks like it's not a full square on the far left.
Okay.
So away from the hallway, but I can still keep
So towards
Johann.
the bronze door.
Where's the bronze door?
The door is the big white block line.
No, other direction.
Other direction. Okay, so you're going south.
Going south. Yeah,
Okay.
toward like where we need to go.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cut corner over there, and I'll put my back to the wall facing there so I can keep Johann in sight. And then, but I also know where the other guy's at. So based on what Johann does next, I might
Sounds good.
go wherever he needs to go, and that's my turn.
So Saveshna, it is your turn. You're muted, by the way. Still muted.
You're literally becoming a Zoom.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so Sylvestia is kind of pissed at everyone. Who is the closest enemy to her?
Literally everyone at this point. You have
Perfect.
the champion on you. You have the brood guards on your back. The Yanti Malazons aren't actually close to you. They tried commanding you. The ghouls are scrambling at your sides as Rosnasi is right in front of you.
Yeah, she's gonna attack Rosnasis because, and she, since she is like mentally connected to some of her friends, she's gonna be like, let's kill these fuckers. So she's gonna attack Rosnasis 2 more
Okay.
times. First attack will be 70 plus 17 plus 7.
That'll hit.
And she's going to, of course, add a little spice to that. That'll be third level smite.
Okay.
That'll be
Internet.
great. That'll be a
Whose internet went out?
Ariana's.
Ah.
Or yeah, Ariana.
That'll be 5 slashing damage plus God, is that third level? The
Astrum, you're on deck, by the way.
6 plus 8.
This might have to be a two-part combat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm totally bad at that. 6 plus
No,
8 is
there's so much going on that I might literally just have to save the tabs up until next week, because this might be like a extra long thing.
I apologize.
No, you're totally. That's what happens when the party gets split so many different ways, and it's such a common occurrence in this temple.
17 damage
If the big
on that
strong
hit.
people start breaking through, it's gonna be over.
Oh yeah.
Page through.
So that'll be 17 damage.
Yep.
Plus, natural 20
Hell yeah.
on the second hit. You know what's about to happen.
Yep.
That one's going to be I think third level spell slot is what I have left. Yep. So that'll be. I apologize for everyone. This is gonna be a lot of math.
You're totally fine.
That'll be 9 slashing damage from the whip. Oh wait. Yeah, no, 9 slashing damage from the whip.
Okay.
Plus 2, 3. Is it at a third level spell is what, 48?
Yes.
Yeah, third level spine's 48.
48? Okay, times 2. 4. $15. What's 15 plus 8?
23.
23 plus 4.
27.
27 plus 7.
34.
34. That's one that just hit.
All right. Anything else? As you crack down, you start seeing him get a bit bloodied.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step the fuck away from these bitches.
Yeah.
So as you go to Misty Step, you see the rune in the bottom, the south part of the room flare. As you find yourself appearing. Hold on just 2 seconds. Where does it go?
Oh, did he just teleport? Or she did just teleport?
Something just happened.
It's either really good or...
Yeah.
You get teleported into the slave pits. Into the room with the slave pits.
Oh, fuck no. No.
Yes.
No.
He's
I do
not.
have a question.
No.
Yes.
So if he Misty stepped and a rune flashed and teleported him there, should that rune have flashed that's in there, or was it because I was down in the pit?
You were down in the pit. Also, the throne room has other precautions on it because of throne room.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
You're not in a pit there, Saveshna. You're just in on the teleport. You appear on the pad in that room up in the front, above all the sewage. But you're no longer in that slaughterfest that is that room.
See us down the hall.
Of course. No, 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 no.
Also,
no.
you're in this room, and
No.
there is a portcullis blocking your way out of this room. You are currently trapped in this room because Dantilus just teleported through it. He didn't open it.
She looks over at Daedalus.
You see Danilus
Damn.
well down the hallway. Danilus and Johann about 60 to 70 feet down the hallway through the bars.
Mm-hmm.
But anything else on your side?
I know. I think that's it.
All right, Dantilus. You see, actually, you can't see Danilus to rear. You just see Johann. Danilus, you see on the map those by the door, those little grates by the main gate. Out of that, you hear hissing as three swarms as hundreds upon hundreds of venomous snakes start pouring out of that and start heading your direction as the swarms of poisonous snakes overwhelm you.
And at this moment, the camera pans back to Kismet, who is literally just moving boxes, unaware that anything is happening.
I will.
Soon, my friend, soon.
So, Ken, I'm gonna use something, and this is gonna be a little weird. But I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna be interesting.
Is it a reaction?
Yes. But it's where? Oh wait, did I already use it? Hold on. I'm sorry, I may have actually already used it, and I think I did. Did I try to use that, I'm sorry. Where's my... Oh, it is my 5th level. Yeah, I'm gonna use it anyways. I'm gonna use my temporal shunt on my... I can't.
Because it's concentration and you'll break concentration?
No, it's when you target a triggering creature, which must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. The reaction can take when a creature you see makes an attack roll or starts to cast a spell. Never mind. I was literally gonna take my self out of that time and place. I can't, so I will just wait to see what happens with
All right.
snakes.
My lowest to hit is a 15.
Okay. Well, then at that point, I will be casting shield, and my AC is 18.
All right. So my second lowest is an 18, so that'll match. So you'll take 2 attacks as the swarms come over you. You will take, that is 2, 5, 6, 9 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save. 2 con saves, actually.
Okay. Well, we gotta use the skill dice, because that's what it's for.
You too?
And that literally did nothing for me, because first one's a 6.
That'll fail.
The next one's a 9. Do with that what you will.
14, 18. You'll take 18 points of poison damage from the first bit.
Okay.
Does that drop you?
No.
All right, that's 6, 11, 12 points of poison damage from the second batch of venomous snakes.
Now I am unconscious.
As you go down under a swarm of venomous snakes. So 20.
What is the antonym of fabulous?
That's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Antonym. All right, sufficientness out of that one. Astrum, you are the next to respond here back in your room.
All right.
I am sorry that this is the most jumbled combat I think I've ever
I'm almost in Dantilus's shoes, so I'm gonna burn my last 2nd level spell slot and Misty Step behind Gooder.
Okay.
As a bonus action, And then I am going to toll the dead for the one that was hit by Anoria.
Okay.
So I need it to make a wisdom saving throw, 15 or 14 or worse, hopefully.
For Toll the Dead. All right, let's see here. That is a 19.
Dang. Spell fizzles.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Johan, you are at an 8, so you're the next human on board. I don't have to worry about the room with Saveshna because that combat has essentially resolved itself at this point for the purposes of tonight's events. However, the brood guards that are in the room with Astrum, they are going to go after Gooder. They're all each of them are going to make 3 attacks. Gooder, you did reckless, right?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Well, they don't really realize that, and they're also going to reckless because they can. Lowest to hit Gooder, he said a 14 to hit. They get a 15 at their lowest to hit for 2 attacks. Gooder, we can't hear you if you're trying to talk.
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now we can. So Gooder, you're going to take 3 attacks. They're all going to hit. The next ones are also going to hit, so that's 6 attacks.
Jesus.
9 attacks. All 9 will hit you.
Jesus.
So I need 1, 2...
Looks like a pincushion.
Well, at least they're not after you, Austin.
I appreciate that,
Savvy,
man.
savvy, savvy.
Because I have 9 hit points left.
I got this, bud.
And I'd much rather spend my healing on you than myself. So
Missing a D8. Where's a die 8? Ah, there we go. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 14, 19, 22, plus 2 times 9 is 18. So 40 points of damage on you, Gooder.
Reduced to 20.
Reduced to 20, yes. Next up, they're going to go...
Took all that like a champ.
Just gonna move that one out of the way here. Wait, shit, that was the wrong one to move out of the way. All right. Dantalus. The Triceratops is going to break out of its enclosure here, and it is going to charge at a Yanti Malazan that was there, and it is going to gore him.
Get him.
For 18 points of damage on that guy. So Saveshna, your initiative was a 19, right?
So yes.
I'm just moving you into the initiative with the Danalist group and stuff like that, because now you're in that one. That Triceratops does that. Next up, the Brood Guards are going to scramble back up to their feet, and they're going to attempt to go after Johan that's in the doorway there. They're going to reckless for straight roll. My lowest to hit you, Johan, is a 14, which should miss you because you're a dexterity-based character, right?
AC 14.
All right, so 2 hits there for the first one. The next one, an additional 2 more hits. 1 more hit, so that's 5 hits total. 7 hits total on you.
Fuck. How much damage total?
I'm getting to that. 4, 8, 14, 20, 24, 29, 30, 44 points.
Alright, I'm still up.
All right. As you see a group of brood guards start coming down from by where, what do you call it, the armory was. So next up is going to be Johan. In the initiative, this will be you.
Alright then. Shit. I'm going to, again, bonus action, kind of get the fuck out of there. Throw another dagger. Shit, I can't do anything right now. Can I bonus action hide?
There's nowhere to hide here.
I yell at him. Look, I'm over there.
Also, welcome fellow human into the chat.
Okay, what am I going to do? I don't have very...
You currently have 4 individuals up on you right now.
Yeah, and
Weren't
I've
those-
got...
You blasted them back, but they stood up and came at them.
I don't have any allies within that's near them, so even if I attack, it will be at...
Yes.
It won't have...
It will not have sneak attack.
Shit. How far away is the prison? I don't know. Lady Sebastian is in the prison cage. Fuck.
You see her back there, and you don't hear... and the connection to your head to Dantalus has snapped out. As he went unconscious.
Oh shit, Danilus is unconscious. I didn't even think about that. I don't have any way to heal him, though. Medicine check? I do have a +4 in medicine.
He's also covered under a bunch of venomous snakes.
Shit.
That's got the potential to be real ugly.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I can't... Johan doesn't run.
snakes in the temple.
Shit.
I'm just gonna start looking up some of the stuff here.
Okay. I think I got a plan. How far away is Lady Sebastian from me?
About 80 feet.
80 feet? Shit. Okay. That portcullis that's down, do I have a way to open it?
You have not checked yet. You assume that from your direction there probably is a way.
Okay, then.
The way prisons
I'm gonna
work.
throw a dagger. I'm gonna throw a dagger at that stuff. I have a plan. Don't worry.
Okay. So you throw a dagger that way.
Okay, it goes 30 feet. Fuck. I needed 40 feet to make this work. Shit. Alright. You know what? No. I am gonna try. I'm gonna have to go to Danilus and get a medicine check, because this ain't gonna work. I wouldn't even be able to get her up in time. Alright, can I make it to Danilus?
You can make it to Danilus. You will take op attacks to do so.
Bonus action disengage.
Alright. By the way, just in case anyone does unfortunately lose a character tonight, there is a link of surrogate characters that you can use to preserve your character's soul from the Soulmonger. Or from the Death Curse.
Going to Danny Boy and attempting a medicine check. I
All
don't
right.
have.
As you
any-
start wading through the pile of venomous snakes to get to Dantalus, you're like throwing him off. Roll me a medicine check.
I don't have. I'm looking at shit.
And
to see
Dantalus, you are
if
not
I-
meat grinding, correct? So this doesn't make the medicine check to revive you a 15. It's only a 10. Or to give you a save.
Okay, I don't have anything that might do it good with the 19 on die. Plus 4.
All right, so that gives you a 1 success.
I thought if you get that, it stabilizes.
Oh yeah, it does stabilize. Yep, you are stable at 1. You're not awake, but you're unconscious at 1.
Okay.
So not
Can I,
death
like-
saves.
Okay, so that's everything then, except a bonus action, right? No, bonus action disengage. Fuck, that's everything.
Well,
Yeah,
I have a question. Could he technically use the rest of his movement to drag me out from the snakes? Because since he's dragging me, I would not take op attacks. Because it is not by my...
I would, and I'm not doing well on life.
All right.
You
How far-
disengage this turn. Nothing can take op
Oh
attacks.
shit, that's right. All right, can I drag him? How much movement do I have left?
Kismet
It was.
save.
Let's see here. Let me pull up the map here.
Trust me, there's nothing else I'm doing at the moment than listening to
So 5, 10,
everything.
15, 20. You have 10 feet of movement left.
I
And
move him 5 feet.
yep, you move him 5 feet out of the area because it's half your movement to
Oh.
drag.
All right, Kalen is or Kismet is about 80
Kismet.
feet away. You said.
No, Kismet's over 150 away.
Okay,
Even further now from you.
I'm going to put my 2 pinky fingers in my mouth and do that blood-curdling whistle.
Oh, my mom does that one way too well. Yep, I know exactly the whistle you're talking about.
I'm doing that, and I'm
Kismet, your ears
Just-
perk up.
that whistle.
Kismet, what is your initiative, by the way?
21.
21, so that puts you above Saveshna.
And that's all I can do.
All right.
Can't do anything else.
And with that blood,
Sorry, quick question. Were
Yes.
my hands unbound so I could move things?
yes.
Okay.
But your legs were not unbound, so you're still at half movement.
That's fine. That still puts me at 25.
Technically, everyone's legs were not unbound, so but we forgot about that for the fight. Danilus, you were the only one that wasn't. However, this is where we're going to put a pin in this combat, as this has the potential of going another 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, it looks like a big one.
So Dan, I'm going to write down
Oh,
everyone's initiatives here. That way I have it just in case I lose my my browser here.
Everyone gets a long rest between sessions. Oh wait, no.
Did
no,
you
that's
guys
not-
did you guys
all right.
start off with this with not having like a long rest or anything? Are you guys pretty low?
Yeah, we
No.
just marched right in without taking a long rest.
Oh yeah,
'cause-
we just
Okay.
we literally were
Okay.
just like, we're good. This is gonna go great. And
Kismet's fine. Kismet is perfectly fine.
I
Yeah,
was
Johan
full
was
health
Okay.
with 38 health. And this would not have been a problem. If I had my component pouch, I would have been a Sarcosuchus running down through, chomping on people, hitting them with my tail, getting people on my back to ride around. Nope. Nope. With 141 health? No. That's not me right now.
No, that's me.
Did I miss Scooter and Astrum going at all? Because I'm having internet problems. I'm off my mobile hotspot at the moment.
I think you guys are the next ones to come around and go.
Yeah, they.
What we're moving into.
Why
we're
am I
gonna-
not finding?
And neither of you. Well, I know Astrum, you're not looking good at the moment.
Yeah,
are you?
I went. I teleported back behind Gooder and tried to toll the dead and missed.
Yes, I did manage to make it for that.
Okay,
did.
and we haven't done anything since.
Okay. Okie dokie. And we still have a child. So
Yes.
Yes.
there's that as well.
A
Uh,
snack.
So for this tonight, XP will not be given out until the fight is done with. So after the result of this fight, I'll give you your XP first thing after the end of the fight next week. That way, if you guys reach a level after the fight, I will definitely reward you for surviving. But take the week, plot, think. You have your stuff on the map. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
That whistle for Kismet is everything has gone to shit. Do what you can.
Yes.
So Kismet's going for those fucking gems. I'm
But-
sorry,
So,
but Kismet's panicking.
I did it kind of as everyone knows something's amiss.
Yeah, things are not going exactly as planned. But thank you guys so much for playing tonight. Thank you, our people who are watching. I don't know who you are, fellow human, but thank you for being so active in the chat tonight. Greatly appreciate it. For the rest of you guys,